Music is on. Trading views on. Straps are on. The like button, that one is hit. Give me 1 sec, ladies and gentlemen. We are live in a second. Ladies and gentlemen, apologies for the delay. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another live stream here. I'm of course yours truly, the one and only Coin Baron. And we do this midweek update because, well, we have of course the weekly close on Sundays, but so many things are happening during the week. So I would like to update you guys on what's happening mainly on the charts. And specifically in this video, I want to talk about the altcoin season index. I want to talk about altcoins. I want to talk about, it's a bit of seasonality, a bit of cycle times. So these are the things I want to discuss today. And first and foremost, hi to Mr. Bjorn here in the stream. That is good to see you guys. So this will be happening, in theory, be happening every Thursday, guys. But I've been away last Thursday to Belgrade. And also yesterday, I went to a UEFA Champions League game, this time thanks to Cronos chain. So lovely stuff there happening. But we are back, and we're back in business also here for the CRO chart. But I want to start off here with Bitcoin. And I want to say one thing before we really dive into the details. There's also a lot happening right now with the central banks. Central banks really gobbling up all the Bitcoin. Hi VDG, by the way. Central banks want all Bitcoin really coming out. Cynthia Lummis, one of the senators of the United States of America, is actually proposing a 5-year hodl, forced hodl for the United States of America. So I think that is one of the reasons why Bitcoin right now is responding so good to the news. Bitcoin is in the green today, and we're up about, 2%, almost 3%. That's a good Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. That's a good Thursday so far. We still have some way to go. To the previous high at about $109,000. But we're getting there. I honestly feel a lot of strength right now. Also, the 21-day, which is this blue line, is a nice support for the short term. So I think we kind of flipped resistance to support, which is definitely a good thing. So Bitcoin looking very good, ladies and gentlemen. Then for Cronos. Cronos, a bit of a mixed bag. Let's go to a different chart first. So this is what I'm using myself right now for the short term. This is really only in between like the 10 cent level and the 22 cent level. And these are my fib retracement tools. And what it's saying right now is basically we can bounce in between about 14 cent and 12 cent for a prolonged time. But I do think this is the bottom. Because it also corresponds nicely with the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level. At least that is my belief here. This will be here at about 16 cents. That will be the big resistance line we need to break, because that was what we hit back in March of 2024. And I want to zoom in on that specific month, March 2024, because something happened back then. Something happened not with Cronos, but with Ethereum. I want to say a big hello first to Oki Furby. Let's freaking crow. Crypto Runner as well. Welcome. And you see VDG. 13 cent level is keeping strong. Let's hope we go ballistic from here. I hope so too. And why didn't we make a move from the Kraken listing? Or we didn't make any move. Why though? Well, Mr. Kairos, we're going to try out something special today. Directly after this stream, we're gonna do a premiere of a new video. So if you take a look at my channel right now, there's a premiere planned for right after the stream. Let's say in exactly 60 minutes. So we're gonna end this stream and then we're gonna play that video that's going to answer all your questions. That's going to answer all your questions, I hope. But it's a good question though. The Kraken listing, guys. Kraken is a big exchange. Don't want to spoil too much, but you can see here, guys, we are right now on, oh, you can't see my screen. We're right now live on the Kraken exchange. I do like their interface. It's really nimble. It's really light in use. Not too many distraction. Just a very good tool in general. But here you see, right? This is the CRO US dollar or the CRO Euro chart even. The CRO Euro chart. But I want to finish my train of thought here because I've been talking about the ETH explosion for a long time already. And I think right now we're getting to a specific spot where I'm getting more and more bullish. I'm getting to a spot where I'm getting more and more bullish. So I made this arrow to this point here because we did touch the 21-week simple moving average. We did touch the 21-week simple moving average, at least with a wick. At least with a wick. We did that before. We did that before, and that really sent us towards about $4,000. It sent us to about $4,000. Unfortunately, though, I think when Ethereum was having this nice momentum back in 2024, it was too early. It was too early. Bitcoin was still in the lead. Bitcoin was still king. And I really do believe that we might see the tables turn right now, today. That is also why I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, altcoin season is looming. Why today specifically? Why today specifically? We touched the 60% level once more here on the Bitcoin dominance chart. 60% has been key. You can check it also with Fibonacci retracement level tools. So let me do that quickly as well. So 60% has been key already, I think, since the beginning of this cycle. But how do you get to 60%? Let me get the tool out. Really, it is as simple as doing this here. And you can see, if we go from the top to the bottom, the 0.618 corresponds perfectly with that 60% level. And I do not believe we go to 65%. That's too high in my opinion. That's too high in my opinion. Anyways, a nice double top for Bitcoin dominance. That could be possible. Like there could be a quick wick like we've seen here, right? It goes to about 60%. Quickly hover as high as 62%. So maybe we get that, right? That's potential. We get something like this, but I do believe that after that top, we actually move in the other direction. And Ethereum is, I think one of the best examples of why ETH can actually break the Bitcoin dominance here. Nicely scooping up as well, having some momentum here. This is looking beautiful. There's one thing though, and I think Degen Ferry pointed this out to me on X today. Degen Ferry pointed it out to me. We do have the 21-day right about here, where we are right now. Has been resistance in the past. Could be once more. He did point out to me though that, hey, Coin Baron, if you take a look at this trend line, I need to draw it a bit more perfectly, a bit more like this. We're not out of the woods yet. We're not out of the woods yet, and I do agree with that. If you zoom out, it's actually a bit more like this, I guess. Yeah, a bit like this. So we're not out of the woods yet. It is still a downtrend. If you take a look at this line here. But from this point onward, once we break the 21-day simple moving average, it's only about, I think, a 1% move. Yeah, a 1% move to break the trend line. And I do think that's likely. I do think that's very likely because until today, we were oversold. Oversold on the stochastics here for Ethereum. And I don't have the exact graphic right now, ladies and gentlemen, but what we have seen in the past is that once Bitcoin has an all-time high, then normally we are waiting for Ethereum to have an all-time high. And once Ethereum has had its all-time high, then other altcoins, the bigger ones, the large caps, they get their all-time high. And then we go to the depths really of tokens, the meme coins, the the so-called utility tokens as well, the one-time utility tokens. Those are typically last in the cycle. Where do I think that Cronos belongs? Cronos is a bit of a mixed bag. It has utility, but also it's a bit of a special token. Last cycle, it took very, very long for the CRO token to actually really, really fly. And I think so that might happen once more. That might happen once more. Mr. Crypto Runner, it is perfection. It is. 21 people watching right now, guys. Please press that like button. Really helps the channel. It really does help the channel. I do have to say one thing though, if we go back to the charts. CRO Bitcoin is not looking good. CRO Bitcoin is not looking good. Today, it was a bit of an exception. Seems like we might have bottomed out at about this level for now. But we're going back to basically the previous lows. The previous lows of CRO Bitcoin. That is also my worst case scenario right now. So let's say we actually go up once more to about 62%. We go up once more towards 62%. That will mean that also CRO Bitcoin will break down. But then we can maybe make the move. And then we also have a beautiful W pattern on the weekly. If we can actually do that. So that's a bit of a scenario I'm waiting for. I'm not planning for right now because I did make my conversion from CRO to Bitcoin. I am right now fully Cronos. Because I do believe if you zoom out, if you start to zoom out a bit more, the real potential, the real gains can be made here. Can be made in Cronos and not in Bitcoin. I am personally right now looking at mainly this line though. This is a potential issue for me. So it's a really bad line because we only have like two points for this trend line. But I'm kind of curious if you maybe have some struggle passing this level here. Potential danger for CRO. This is only, guys, the second cycle for CRO. So I do have to wait and see here. I do have to wait and see. But that is my my problem. Not that is my only real danger, really. I would say for the CRO token. Other than that, I think in Bitcoin terms, it will definitely gain throughout 2025. But no financial advice. Do your own research. Definitely do your own research. I do want to also address a bit of, I don't know, animosity in the community. Some people are really angry at Chris. They're angry at Ken for not pumping their bags. And of course, I would like for Ken or Chris to actually pump all bags. I mean, it's still money. We're still all driven here by money, I guess. But I mean, it does not help to go to social media and to point out Cronos is dead, Chris is not pumping, Ken is ruining the project. Doesn't help at all, ladies and gentlemen. If you have bags of Cronos, and you're negative, okay, you can definitely make some constructive arguments there. I mean, I definitely do believe that Ken and Chris are open for like a constructive debate. Not always though, not always. But if you just, going online to release some of your anger, don't. It's not helping your own bags. But hey, you do you. But just a little thing here from me. What would the price of CRO be at your yellow line? Good question. Good question. It's depending a bit, of course, VDG. It depends a bit. We have to make an assumption, right? We have to make an assumption. It is about 0.000005 Bitcoin. 0.0005 Bitcoin. Where is Bitcoin? Where is Bitcoin in this cycle then? Is Bitcoin at 200k? Is Bitcoin at 200k? Is it at 250? 150? If it's about that one, let's say Bitcoin conservatively goes to about $2. Let's say, sorry, not Bitcoin goes to $2. Let's say Bitcoin goes to 200k. and Bitcoin is sitting, for Crow Bitcoin is sitting at 0.0005. They were talking about exactly $1. Exactly $1 for Crow once more. Not that strange, right? Wouldn't be that strange for Crow to do that. Go back to $1. I'm not counting on that, not per se. I think we can go higher. I think we can fly higher. But maybe Crow Bitcoin goes there. I do want to say though, there is a scenario. There is definitely a scenario. Right now, by the way, I'm looking up Litecoin. Litecoin. There we go. It is not unheard of, ladies and gentlemen. It is not unheard of that basically we go to the previous all-time high and not much more. That is definitely a possibility. So let's say we go to $1 this time for real, but we don't really surpass $1. It's a possibility. I think that would be bearish. I think that would be bearish because in the meantime, a lot of things have been built for Cronos, for the crypto.com ecosystem. So fundamentally, I think that's not the case. Litecoin fundamentally has become worse and worse and worse throughout the years because of the competition. There's a lot more competition. I think there's a lot less competition in 2025 regarding central exchanges. But it happens. But today, I have to say congrats to Mr. Litecoin here, to Mr. Litecoin, to all Litecoin holders, because Litecoin is potentially getting an ETF. Litecoin is getting an ETF. Dogecoin is getting an ETF. Cronos is also getting an ETF according to the crypto.com roadmap. So, hey, I think we're still due for a nice rally. Rafik is hoping for $12 to $15 in March. Oh, Rafik, I'm a lot less bullish than that, unfortunately, mate. People who are bearish are not in profit. Yeah. True, VDG. True. I do believe that if people bought in, let's say people bought in over here, kind of right at the top, 20 cents, hoping for them to catch up actually right like this. They're right now almost 50% down. Let me check if I can get a different chart here. So from the high this year or last year, November, we're down about 50%. That hurts. That really hurts. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, this stream is sponsored by WolfSwap. It's in the top. I forgot to mention it today. Thanks, Alex, again. You're making me... You're putting the bread on the table for me. It does help. Anyways, what is your goal? Reaching the next card or cash out, or just get out when it's worth X? Good question, Bjorn. Feel free to answer that question for yourself, people, in the chat or in the comments today. What is your goal? Reaching out the next card, like I did, for example. I went from indigo, this one, to the icy white. I went from indigo to icy white. That was a good upgrade. It was a fun upgrade. I went to Belgrade, and also with the airport lounges, you get, if you go to the icy, you get two spots in the airport lounge for free. Honestly, it's a great deal when traveling, because traveling is kind of exhausting, and then sitting down in the VIP area of the airport lounge and then just chugging down a drink, that's better. It's better than just sitting in the airport itself. So you stole a green card. Yes, I did. I did. This is the green card is of my girlfriend. Good catch, Crypto Runner. Yeah. Indigo and green are the same level. Indigo and green are the same level. Did you, Crypto Runner, which card do you have again? If you don't mind sharing. For me personally, again, ladies and gentlemen, it's the goal is clear. I want to get rid of the rat race. I think all of you guys do kind of want some kind of financial freedom, right? At least I hope. I mean, doesn't have to be like that you can stop working. I mean, that would be ideal, right? Just live off the Cronos interest. That would be perfect. But, you know, if you are debt-free, or if you can, you know, just live a bit more, you know, without stress of money, that would be, I think, the best way of living. That would be the best way of living. For me, I think during the bear, I've been buying, guys. I've been buying here, right? I mean, the green zone is the buy zone. This is where you buy, and right now we're again back in the green zone. Blues, by the way, also buy. Blues buy still. But the buys are less interesting, I would say. The more green, the better. The more green, the better. So I've been really saving up my CRO. I'm still ready to sell. I'm ready to sell. What I'm thinking, I've been listening to, of course, Michael Saylor. And Michael Saylor says, never sell your Bitcoin. Never sell your Bitcoin. What if I would just never sell my Cronos? Never sell your Cronos. Just take a good loan. Take a good loan against your Cronos at the top. The only thing as well, it's a bit dangerous though, isn't it? Well, you could maybe, what you could do is, of course, sell your Cronos. So you get USDT. No, it doesn't work that way. No. I lost my train of thought there. So I thought you could actually do a loan against your CRO, but I think, which is, you know, the problem with CRO is it's a really risky asset still, right? It's really a risky asset. I think still long term we are fine. I think we're fine, but it's still a risky asset. I mean, within the last 2 months, we have moved down 50%. And just a month prior, we moved up about, was it 300% to the upside? Yeah, 250%. It's a risky asset. So if you want to make gains, you're in the right spot. But also, it's dangerous. So Crypto actually got the 5K J Green, the new one, the level up edition. I don't have that one. I don't do any level up right now. I don't have any level up. That's kind of fortunate because my what is it called? My cashback went back from 5% to about 3.5%, or 3% actually. It's not the best. Definitely not the best. But hey, we gotta live with it, right? So during this bull run, I have to decide whether to upgrade to 50k IC or take massive profit. Or you could do both. You could do both, Crypto Runner. What I would do, and this is just what I would personally do, no financial advice. You see, right, how quickly the decline goes. You see how quickly the decline goes. If we go to the top, let's say we visit the red band here, right? Let's say we visit the red band. Sell. Go to USDT at about the red band here. That's what I would do. And then only how many months later? How many days later? Let's say a year later, you go back into CRO full stop. That would be kind of good, right? I quickly need to change the music, ladies and gentlemen. Give me 1 sec. I think the music wasn't license free. Oops. Don't know if you can even hear the music. Mr. Crypto Runner, Mr. John, I mean. Let's strap in, dude. I am late, but I'm now strapped in. Yeah, I think that Mr. Crypto Kip also does his live stream. I thought it would start earlier. But yeah, unfortunately, a bit of schedule issues there. Zelekinka, welcome. Hello. What's up, people? Anyways, I think what I personally would do, I think, is, you know, sell this cycle, wait until we drop lower. Let's say you drop about 80% lower, right? Let's say, again, a lot of speculation here, ladies and gentlemen, but let's say we go down We go down 80%. 80%, that's kind of typical for altcoins. We go down 80% from this level here. 80%, that would bring us to... Oh wow, that would actually be quite good. About 50 cents for CRO. That is the high target. If we go down from the other band here, the other side of the band, we go down 80%, then we go down to as low as 20 cents. That would be good. You would have a lot more CRO if you would buy back in here. Bit of speculation though, of course. Hope you guys don't mind. Hope you guys don't mind. Anyways, what's up, Mr. John? How are you doing? I mean, VDG is kind of doing what I'm saying, right? He's going to sell high, buy low. That's the way. That's how you have to roll. That is how you have to roll. I want to talk quickly about that altcoin season, though, ladies and gentlemen, because I think I haven't made my point clear enough yet. Because as you can see here on this nice little altcoin season index, we're at about 50 points here for the altcoin season index. But what does it say? It only kind of says, oh, in the short term, if we're overbought or undersold or oversold for altcoins versus Bitcoin, right? But I think you have to zoom out a bit more. I prefer to use the altcoin year index. The altcoin year index always zooms out a bit more, and I think it's better to use in a cycle. So right now, as you can see, we're very close to a Bitcoin year. So therefore, also the potential of an altcoin year is so much higher. It is so much higher. And it is kind of confusing sometimes, I'm not going to lie. So what you can see, here we kind of had three altcoin years. But in general, if you invested into altcoins, I think the best time would have been in 2021. 2022, oh well, I think this is kind of confusing here. Because this is January 2022. So 2021 was the altcoin year. Before that, deep Bitcoin year. The only thing is, guys, this cycle, we are a lot behind schedule, it feels like. We're a lot behind schedule because last cycle, if you go back to the Bitcoin dominance here, we got here a lot earlier. I mean, sorry, this is the wrong one. We got here a lot earlier. So this is May 2021. That was when the dump really ended, I would say, the Bitcoin dump. But the start was already way earlier. So the dump started in December 2021. Where are we now? It's almost February 2021. So we're kind of behind schedule, it might feel like, if you follow the 4-year cycle theory. For Justice, welcome, dude. I love that Cyber Cup. I just bought one myself because tomorrow we'll have the start of Main City, the new tournament. But yeah, it's going to be exciting. One sec, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys have questions, by the way, about Main City, let me know. We might be streaming a bit Main City, just, chill, answer some questions, play some Main City game as well in the background. Anyways, beautiful Cyber Cup. I love it. Anyways, so we're a bit behind schedule, it might feel like, but I also want to reiterate, and I also put this in, I think, a latest video. So this is the Bitcoin dominance cycle, I would say. Last time, from the bottom, let me get this ruler again. From the bottom to the top, it took about 153 days. 153 days from the bottom to the top here for Bitcoin dominance. Where are we now? And I might sound like a broken record, but this, if you take this as the bottom here, this is the lowest value we got for Bitcoin dominance. Right now, we're only 125 days in. 125 days in. So according to the previous cycle, we have to wait 25 more days. So where would we be then? About 1 month further. Wait a minute. Am I? Oh, wait a minute. I'm not counting this correct. This is weeks. Oh, this is weeks. Wow. Did I make a big mistake in my previous video? 80 bars. Let's go to the day, because I think I used days with that top there. One sec. 590 days here. Did I make a mistake in my previous video? GG. Coin Baron, do your research, man. Hey, Demo Coin. If I was thinking about starting the main city game, should I start tonight or wait till after the Great War thing is finished? I mean, you can start every day. The tournament is like a separate mode. It is like a separate mode for main city. So it should be good whenever you want to start, dude. It should be good. I think, ladies and gentlemen, I made a big mistake in my counting. So according to that 150-day theory, or 150-week theory, I should say, from the bottom to the top, it is all 88 days, 88 weeks, I should say, 88 weeks, or 156 weeks, 156 weeks. If you then go to the bottom again, that would actually bring us to about September 2025. That is kind of interesting because I am quite a proponent of the Q4 top, because what we do know is that the altcoin season doesn't last long. It doesn't last long. It's over before you really know it. So if you actually would top out with Bitcoin dominance in September, though, that would be very painful. That would be very, very painful. Deputy, welcome, dude. The DeepSeek dip remind me of the COVID dip before it will pump. That was, though, a juicy dip, Legacy. That was a juicy dip on Monday. Was it on Monday? Mondays are always fun. Last week it was also a Monday dump that brought us to about 90k. I don't even know what the reason was. I know we dipped a lot, but I don't know why. Was it a Monday? I think it's always a Monday. Let's go to the actual chart here. So here, yeah, Monday 13th, Monday 27th. We might start Monday again with a new dump. We might start Monday with a new dump here. I do hope, though, ladies and gentlemen, that we are soon ready for that altcoin season. My main reason why would be based on Ethereum breaking out, and Ethereum right now is battling really that 21-day simple moving average for resistance. This is the line in the sand that we need to break. The line is at about 3,325. It's 1%. The 1% increase of the ETH price would bring us to that level. I think we can get there. I think we can break that. And that would really be the start of altcoin season, I think, for not only Ethereum, of course, maybe also, maybe sooner than you think this time around for CRO as well, because I think the fundamentals are there. As I mentioned earlier, the stochastics for Ethereum are down. But not only Ethereum, also for Cronos, right? Also for Cronos. Let me show that to you. Mr. Varma, welcome, dude. You're strapping in on a Thursday as well. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, the CRO stochastics, very low, 23. We can pump this. We can pump this up. But also if you go to the weekly is completely resetted. So we can, I think, make some more pumps. Because the last time we had this pump, that was, I think, the November pump. Yeah, that was definitely the November pump. Of course, November, that was not healthy. That wasn't healthy. We went up so quickly. That's not good. Hey, Diamond J. Good to see you, dude. What is up? Diamond J, I have to ask. I see a beautiful crow in your picture, right? Do you have Karl? And do you have any targets for that token? And he like, hey, this is when I'm going to sell my car. Or I'm just holding for the culture. For anyone who doesn't know, Crow with Knife, that's Karl. It's the biggest meme token on the Cronos chain. It's the biggest meme token on the Cronos chain. I have no clue how it is doing though lately. I have not been following up. It is available though in the Crypto.com app, and I think not that long ago we actually had a contest. Not a contest, we had the airdrop arena. And I like to use the airdrop arena just to diversify a bit. I put money, CRO, in the airdrop arena, and in return you get an airdrop, a random airdrop. It can be Pepe, it can be Ship, it can be Capybara, it can be a lot of stuff. Last time though, I decided to directly sell my Capybara drop into CRO, because Capybara, I have no clue about it. I don't see any future for it. But maybe I missed something, right? I do not hold Karl right now. I actually do not hold at all. I'm currently all in on CRO. Okay. Welcome in team all in CRO, Mr. Diamond J. Oh, Varys, welcome, dude. What is up? Good sir. What is up? We got a good question here by Varma, though, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you actually saw that. I don't know if you saw that. Mr. Claudia as well, welcome to the club. Welcome to the club here. Claudia, welcome. Do you hold CRO? Are you actively using the Cronos chain? Just come in, say hello. I'm always curious. And otherwise, just keep lurking. CDC deleted the 1S1C page and account. Any ID why? This is, I think, a very good question, because this is super interesting. Let me first go show you guys what is happening on the Crypto.com roadmap, because you kind of have to understand what the plans are with the Crypto.com roadmap before we go into 1S1C. So this is not the Crypto.com roadmap. This is the Crypto.com roadmap. This is the Crypto.com roadmap. What you can see for Q4, or Q3 actually, Q3 of 2025, there's something called the Crypto.com stablecoin. The Crypto.com stablecoin. And what Chris mentioned in the AMA that happened already back in, when was it? November. In November. He mentioned a few times that stablecoin, you should be able to trade this stablecoin 24/7, and you should be able to send it within 1 second. Within 1 second to anywhere over the world, and it should only cost you about 1 cent. 1S, 1 second, 1 cent. That was kind of the promise that Chris made. Really interesting, because 1 second, of course, is really quick. That's quicker than right now the Cronos chain. So that is mentioned for Q3. But last week, for some reason, there was this new crypto account, a new Twitter account, X account, affiliated with Crypto.com. So you have on X, if you don't know, you've got these little boxes next to your accounts, and those show affiliation. And what they have, for example, affiliate accounts for Crypto.com Turkey. They have an affiliate account for the Crypto.com exchange. They got one for, I think, the Africa region. They got one for Middle East. They got one for... Basically, all the official Crypto.com accounts have that affiliate block next to it name. And then a new account, 1S1C, came online. And some people, real detectives, started going to LinkedIn, because apparently somebody made a LinkedIn account. Let me check if I can find that tweet, actually. But somebody made a LinkedIn account for 1S1C. 1S1C. With also the link to the official website. Link to the official website. Here we go. Luckily, people make screenshots. The internet does not forget, ladies and gentlemen. The internet does not forget. By the way, do not forget to hit the like button. See, love you. New faces coming in today. I love it. Let's talk some Cronos, let's talk some crypto. If you have any questions, feel free to pop in. Ask it in the chat right now, in the comments later. If you're watching the VOD. Well, here you can see Crypto.com is pushing its 2025 roadmap at breakneck speed. aggressively attacking each of his goals at once. Let's make CRO great again. I like that phrase so much. Let's make CRO great again. I would say the golden age of Cronos is coming soon. And as you mentioned, right, I said 1S1C facilitates 1 second transactions with 1 cent for everyone, everywhere. 1 cent, 1 second. I do not like the name, but luckily they also mentioned below a bit of information here. So 1S1C is the issuer of the USD1 stablecoin, which is, by the way, MiCA compliant. A MiCA compliant stablecoin. And now we need to go back to the news. This is absolutely huge because Crypto.com just delisted, in Europe at least, in MiCA compliant Europe countries, delisted USDT, so Tether, and also DAI. The biggest stablecoins right now on the market, gone. Same though also for the PayPal US dollar, PayUSD. That was interesting because it was kind of a collab between Crypto.com and PayPal, at least I thought. So right now, they're creating their own, very own stablecoin, USD1. I think it's a good ticker, by the way. It's a good ticker. And also, it is a great move because you guys, you have to understand, the stablecoin market is extremely profitable. Last year, I think Circle, made about $1 billion in profit alone, just based on the government notes. So you have to understand that if you, it's hard for me to say, right? But can I look it up? Varma was mentioning also Tether is getting delisted tomorrow from CDC in all Europe. So he thought that they speed up stablecoin ID and now it's just gone. I'm just wonder. I think it was a bit too soon and they might still speed it up. But maybe to go back also to the Fed news of this week. So yesterday we had the Fed meeting. What is happening is that if you hold stablecoin, the actual issuer, so Circle, Tether, or maybe in the future Crypto.com, they actually hold the dollars. They have to have a 1-to-1 reserve. That is all MiCA compliant, 1-to-1 reserve. And what they cannot do for MiCA stablecoins, they cannot give any interest on those stablecoins. But Crypto.com or Tether or Circle, they get interest. They get interest because the government is paying it out basically. I don't know exactly how it works, but basically when Jerome Powell says we're going to keep the interest rates at about 4.25% right now, or 425 basis points, basically Tether is getting paid 4.25 basis points per year for their Tether that they're holding. And it's a bit different because they have government notes, I think, and they have 10 year and they got 20 years and 30 years. So I think they have a mix of different amount of government notes for that one. If somebody can explain it better than me, please feel free to. But basically, it's a money machine. They do nothing. They issue a stable coin, and that's it. Also, it's going to be launched on the Cronos chain. And it's important because basically that will do this. And I have to show that on the Cronos Labs page. Then I have to answer some questions, guys, from the chat. Actually, let's go do some answers right now. Mr. Baron, question. Do you get staking rewards off the $500 card for staking Ruby Red? Unfortunately not, Mrs. Skywalker. Unfortunately not. You get staking rewards from the Icy White tier, starting from the Icy White tier. I think I can quickly show that to you as well. Good question though, dude. If you go to level up on the website, you go to choose your level. It's hard to see. They don't really show it somewhere, do they? Spending. Yeah. Ah, here we go. That is a staking, right? Wait a minute. Did they change that? Oh, no. So Jade Indigo here, the green card, and I have to zoom out a bit more. They get about 4%. Ruby, unfortunately, 0. Midnight Blue, 0. And also you get the real deal when you do rose gold, obsidian, or prime. That is between 8.5, 9.5, and 10.5% of lockup rewards. Bjorn is saying we always calculate the all-time high based on historic data. It's the only thing we have. It's the only thing we have, Bjorn, of course. It's the only thing we have, so that's what we use. But it's a good question. I think fundamentally, I agree, dude. I agree. Fundamentally, so many things have happened for the CRO token that it's hard to really compare to 2021. The only thing what I also have to bring in here is that 2021 was quite a strange year, right? I mean, it was COVID, everyone was inside. If you take a look right now at spending data, spending is at the highest it has ever been. Back in 2021, back in 2022, spending was at record lows. Everyone was at home, no one was eating out, no one was traveling, no one was really spending except for super expensive PCs, webcams. I mean, everything you needed from home, that was very expensive. But people were at record level saving. And at record levels also investing. But the question, and it's a bit of a strange question, that's also, I think, why it's hard to really compare. Will that return? Will that really return? I believe so. I believe so because I do think that the adoption has only increased, in speed, right? That's my personal belief. But okay. In that case, I shall keep stacking, aiming for the IC White by the end of this bull run. It's a beautiful card. I can only recommend it. The only thing, what we talked about in the beginning of the stream is maybe try to time the market a bit. And this is dangerous. By the way, you just, Skywalker, you want to skip the Jade Green card. Just going to skip the Jade Green card. Just straight to IC from Ruby. I like it, dude. I like it. It's a good goal. Aim high, ladies and gentlemen. That's all. That's what I do recommend, guys. It's okay if you want to sell. If you want to sell out early. Let's say you have a 2x. You bought at about 20 cents. If you're happy with a 2x and you want to sell CRO at about 40 cents, please do. But also make sure you aim a bit higher with maybe a portion of your bag, because let's say what Bjorn is saying, right? It's going to happen. It's going to be super parabolic. It's going to be $5 for CRO. It's going to be $10 for CRO. Very unlikely, but let's say it's going to happen, right? This is maybe the adoption year. It's going to be across the S-curve. Everyone is going to buy Bitcoin. Everyone is going to go deep into altcoins. Oh, by the way, we have to talk about DeepSync in a minute still, because it's an interesting story about that as well. But yeah, keep a little bit of a moon back. Shoot for the moon, so you will land in the stars. Yeah. Nicolas is saying, we are oversold on the RSI. So do you expect some moves soon? I do think so as well. Nicolas. Very good one, though. Let me get the RSI in a minute, guys. Relative Strength Index, for anyone that doesn't know. By the way, EU just lowered interest rates by about 25 basis points. I was actually listening to the talk afterwards. So it's kind of like what we have with the Fed and Jerome Powell. Like, they have a meeting, they decide, hey guys, this is what we're going to do. No rate cuts, we're going to higher the interest rates, we're going to lower them. But afterwards, they always have a talk with a little interview as well. For the EU, it's not Jerome Powell, of course. It's President Lagarde, I think a French lady, or maybe from Luxembourg. Anyways, she was talking about strategic reserves, like country strategic reserves. And her point was, and I got furious when I heard this. No, Bitcoin is too risky. Governments cannot hold Bitcoin on their balance sheet. I was like, guys, Lagarde, people from the central bank, ECB, right? Have you been watching this? This is a chart, Euro USD. If you guys live in Europe, it is really painful because every day we're losing more value. Every day things get more expensive in US dollar terms. I mean, we can try to reduce interest, or we can try to reduce inflation as much as possible, but if the currency we daily use for payment keeps falling and falling and falling, it's not good, man. It's not good. By the way, this is interesting. So this is the Euro USD chart. Why does the Euro USD chart go back to... Yeah. It goes back to 1971. That's weird. I might need to check this chart though. The euro was introduced, I think, in 2002. Or I might have missed something. I might have missed something though. We were talking about a stablecoin though, weren't we? By the way, Ethereum is still pumping a bit. It's still struggling here with the 21-day simple moving average. I need to really watch this. I think Ethereum is right now what we all need to watch. Ethereum is going to tell the tale of this bull cycle for altcoins at least. I think so. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, in about 20 minutes, we have a premiere. We're going to talk about the new video, a new video for Kraken. All you got to do is just stay here. You automatically will be redirected to the new premiere video for the Kraken video I have published. I will be publishing soon. Cronos, by the way, I want to see one thing for Cronos. This is my rainbow chart, ladies and gentlemen. I've been really bullish about my rainbow chart because so far it has been a great indicator for reversals or for support and resistance. But mainly if you take a look at the monthly candles. I need to zoom in a bit more. So my expectation was the beginning of this month is that we would have a bounce exactly here. Exactly at the blue line. And we can still have that. I mean, we can always have a wick down, but I think we can still, in about 2 days, climb up a bit more, right? If you climb up a bit more, I'm just talking about, what is it? 10%. If we can make like a 10% move in the final 2 days, of this month, that would be very bullish because that would be right in line with my expectation. But otherwise, I would have to reconsider a few things on my rainbow chart. Because typically, if you go below it, it's not like... Typically, it would actually go down lower even. Then 11 cents is not impossible. I think XRP or Solana will surpass ETH and become the number 2 coin. I mean, XRP has done it in the past. 2017, XRP was the number 2 token. V8 Freak, by the way. Tune in. By the way, I don't know, I just see V8 Freak coming in. Let's say, guys, I want to buy a supercar in 2025. Let's say CRO is going to $5. What supercar should I go for? Is it like, do you go for like a V8, like a Audi R8, or do you go for an actual Lamborghini? What's like, just keep dreaming, guys. What kind of supercar would you buy? I'm curious. When Lambo, I kind of like German cars. But in the end, I do think I think a Lamborghini car has actually an Audi motor, isn't it? Maybe tuned in Italy, but still, I think it's part of the German auto group. Savannah Jackson coming up as well. CDC really messed up with how they treat the native meme coins, but list other chain memes. Feels like they're pandering. It's kind of funny, Savannah. I saw exactly this argument last week, or this week actually, regarding the base chain. So Kraken was listing virtuals. And virtuals is the, I think, number 1 meme of number 1 AI play on base, the base chain. But it's not available on Coinbase. Like, hey, I know that. I know that. Unfortunately, Savannah, I'm a Crow maxi. I'm a full-blood Crow. Okay, what else is happening? Baby, Bubby, evening from the UK, sir. Welcome, dude. Good evening. Good evening. Yesterday, I got some people from Liverpool visit me in Eindhoven at the PSV game, and we had some fish and chips. Beautiful. Not something we really eat here. Akesh is talking about the stablecoin once more. So the stablecoin, guys, let's get back to the stablecoin. Stablecoin. Ah, here it is. So this is the stablecoin we're talking about. The question from Varma is, so let's say they launch a stablecoin, will it be in Cronos? And if yes, would you mind explaining how it could benefit the Cronos chain? Good question. So for anyone that missed it, there's going to be a new company, 1S1C, which is a new stablecoin issued by Crypto.com. The question on which chain will they be active? And kind of funny, do you guys see this logo here? Oh, I can't really zoom in. That's a shame. Can I do so? Yeah, here we can. This looks a bit like the Cronos logo, isn't it? This is a bit like the Cronos logo. VDG says go for McLaren. Okay. Okay, Night Gaming also would go with a McLaren. Okay, I like that. 750, I have to look that up. The Spider. Is a Spider like more like a Roadster, like coupe, and not a coupe, and how's it called? Convertible. Badass would go with an Audi RX-6. Ooh. Oh man, the sound from that engine. Oh. Oy, oy, oy. Didn't Elon Musk buy a McLaren? I have no clue. I have to read his books. What were we talking about? Oh, I want to talk about this. So the question is, will the stablecoin be on Cronos? The answer is yes. That has been confirmed already by Chris. It will be, and also you can see the logo here. Looks a lot like the Cronos chain logo in my eyes, at least. A new stablecoin for everyone. How will this benefit? How will this benefit the Cronos users? Very, very easy. And I have to go back to the Cronos chain website again. And if you guys don't know, they have their own ecosystem roadmap as well. I don't know where it is. Where is it? Is it this one? I might be wrong here. Wait a minute. This is tools. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. I don't visit this website every day. Cronos Discover. Is it this one? Ah, here we go. The docs. There we go. There we go. Here we have the Cronos roadmap as of November 2024. And what they are talking about is the flywheel effect. The flywheel effect. And as you might know, ladies and gentlemen, this is... Oh, it's hard to see here. Let me go mirror. So what you can see here is that basically the idea is that with Cronos AI tooling, they want to have more developers on chain. Because especially with a stable coin, it makes doing AI transactions a lot easier, right? I mean, you need a stable coin to pay salaries. You need a stable coin to... Basically, anyone that likes to have something stable that can use like an AI agent here. That is it's not really related to AI agents, though. The question is more, hey, the more blocks produced, the more tokens are burned. And what I do know is that stable coins are one of the most, have one of the highest volumes out there. Stable coins running here on the chain will produce more blocks and also will burn more CRO tokens in the end. Mr. Croginal, welcome, dude. Ladies and gentlemen, quick shout out here to Croginal Cats, the prime cat NFT collection, and also one of my only meme coins in my bag. So, little shout out here. So the idea is, ladies and gentlemen, that the more activity on the chain, the more burns there will be for CRO as well. And I mean, stable coins, I think, are a prime use case for like activity. Ooh, Bobby would go with a Bentley GT. Isn't Bentley like a UK brand? I need to look up my cars, ladies and gentlemen. I love to watch Top Gear with the old Top Gear. James May, with Clarkson as well. That was great. So the Spider is a convertible, and if you buy a supercar, it has to be a convertible. The weather is awful here. The weather is awful here, Knight. Absolutely awful. Bjorn today is in a good mood. Let's introduce that new stablecoin and make it part of the US Reserve. I like that. I like that, dude. I'm also in a good mood. I mean, it's strange, right? But if Crow's pumping, I'm also pumping myself, like emotionally. I'm pumping emotionally, ladies and gentlemen. It's that easy. Guys, by the way, stick with us. In about 8 minutes, we will move over to my latest video. It's talking about the Kraken listing. So if you guys missed it, in about 8 minutes, you will learn more about the Kraken listing. Crow right now is trading live on Kraken. But also I want to talk about the effect and about the actual problems we have with Kraken that I'm going to discuss in that video. Bentley, by the way, is now owned by Volkswagen. Okay. And Volkswagen. They've had a tough year as well. Wait, I will help with that activity. Tomorrow I got a meeting with the Cronos dev and the Colruyt group and Toden. Oh, you got my curiosity, Knight. What is the Colruyt group and I have no clue what Toden is. You dare to explain? Feel free. I have a lot of Crow. Welcome to the group, sir, Mr. God. When Moon, though? I think soon. We've been talking about this, guys, for quite some while, but I really believe that if here the Bitcoin dominance is going to maybe let's say it has one final surge, right? But I think it could potentially be the final day today as we hit 60%. We hit 60% today once more. If he bounces off this level down, because we might see already today Ethereum breaking out of this level here. If Ethereum does this, Crow will also do this. It's already pointed out here. Let's see though. Let's see. I think it's it's kind of funny. I made this this little drawing here, and it's playing out perfectly so far. And it's a bit gibberish, ladies and gentlemen. But the idea here is I've been talking about a potential what's it called again? This is not a pennant. It's I don't know how it's called. The idea is maybe though that we have a head and shoulders pattern here, inverse head and shoulders pattern for Crow, and right now it is doing exactly what I predicted before. The only question is when we go down once more, and it's inevitable that we go down once more, we need to create then that final retest here on the trend line, and then we can really say it's over. Then we can really say it is time for an altcoin season. Oh man, if this plays out, I'm I'm so brilliant. I hope so though. I have a lot of Crow myself as well, Mr. God. So I'm biased, guys. I am definitely biased, but I kind of feel like the guy who found out about GameStop, right? I sometimes kind of feel out about that because I found an asset, Cronos, that has crazy utility. The company that's kind of backing Cronos as well is having crazy growth. Right now, it's the number two company worldwide in crypto volume. And then we have a token almost out of the top 50. Previously hit a value as high as $1. And right now it's only trading at about 13 cents. I mean, you gotta be crazy, right, to not want to invest in something like that. At least that is my personal theory. The only thing is, and that's, I think from a fundamental point of view, right now, of course, we have chains like Solana. Solana is definitely a threat. So if you have to do like a business-wise SWOT analysis, or what's the strength? I think the strength definitely is that we have Crypto.com being one of the better exchanges out there for utility. Opportunity would be, I think, Cronos Chain. I think the opportunity-wise, we could take a look at the AI agents. But I think we also have a weakness, and that is that the tokenomics are kind of iffy, of course. The buyback, the burns could potentially help. That could potentially help. Still, we have, as a weakness, about 7% inflation, I believe. 7%, or is it less? It might be a bit less these days. But we print quite a lot of CRO still. And quite a lot of CRO is just going to the pockets of CDC because, well, they're holding on. They're holding on to it. I'm soapboxing a bit, guys, but I want to remind you, though, to please hit that like button. We'll be going to the premiere in about a minute, I think. I've never tried this before, so please bear with me. I believe if we end the video, ladies and gentlemen, we just go automatically to that new video. So let's do that in a minute. I want to say a quick thanks, though, for just tuning in today on a random Thursday. It's a good vibe, in my opinion, because we are pumping. I think, honestly, an altcoin season might be looming. Might not be this week. It might take a few more days. It might take a few more weeks, maybe even. I think February, in general, is looking bullish for Ethereum. I think Ethereum could be bullish in February. But well, it's a bit of speculation, of course. I hope you enjoyed today. If you have any questions, please let me know as well in the video, or just be posting it soon. But yeah, tune in Sunday again, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I would say bye-bye. Talk to you in a minute.